have a look. BTS on the left, Callback on the right. BTS, a lot of mystery tournaments. 14 already. Callback, not so many. Joined in MT16. Finished in 65th, which is like the placement you get when you do go 2-2, I believe. So went 2-2 in the first showing, and then 1-2 in the second showing. Ooh, I see a trend. Not a good trend. But if the trend is to be believed, this match is already decided. BladeTwinSwords on the other hand, 55% win rate. That's 5/9. Pretty good. The best of 13. So pretty close to top 8. But not quite there yet. Makes a really good pound cake, just like Blanca. Callback is a big fish. I feel like Rainwave has gotten crazier. Or do you want to bid on yourself? I can make a prediction, sure. Who will win? BTS, alright. BladeTwinSwords versus Callback. You have 5 minutes. What do you mean error creating prediction? Try again. Oh, someone else did it. Never mind then. I probably do have to get my glasses. Hold on a second. I'll give you louder music. Maybe someone will join and just start talking about whatever they want because I'm not here to police them. Alright, here I am. With glasses, except they're wet, so actually not without glasses. But that's not important. Yeah, BTS betting against themselves is a clear conflict of interest, and Valve is about to ban him from competitive Counter-Strike forever. Right, so stats-wise, we like to talk about stats, and let's be honest, stats do tell a story, right? Like, someone with far better stats than the other player will usually win. I'm not saying that 55% is a lot more than 43%. That is mathematically incorrect to say. But what we do have is an experience difference. And we also like to talk about that one. It's a little harder to, you know, like put a confirmation percentage on that, how often the experience turned out to matter, right? Like, will the player with more races at the same win rate have a better chance? There's probably all kinds of analysis you could do on that. But I think it's correct. Alright. Just gonna finish cropping these players. This is a flash game, so that's unusual. I think we'll be fine. Alright, have a look at this game. It's called Bloxorz, which is like when you try to sound cool in 2005, this is how you wrote words. I'm gonna rocks your socks off, my G. Oh, BladeTwinSwords, one of the 3, I think, Scottish people who specifically requested the Scottish flag. So it turns out when you look for like country flags, it only gives you United Kingdom. It doesn't give you Wales and Northern Ireland and England or Scotland. So Scotland is like special now. It's the only country within the United Kingdom that has a flag. So, Bloxorz, Idea and I were talking about, in the cube race, we were talking about the difficulty of visualizing steps that a cube will make. Well, this game doesn't have that issue because you're not a cube. Instead, it's way worse. But you do not have to, well, you have to worry at the end a little which side is down, but not so much during the race. Like, it's not one of those games where you gotta have like the right number of the dice pointing up at the end or something like that when it's in its final position. At least it's not that. And I think we're looking good. Audio is probably non-existent in the menu of a Flash game. I've played a lot of Flash games in my days. Let's have a look. Race is about to start, 10 seconds. Oh, wait, I hear something. Oh, I don't actually hear something, I saw the bar move. And there we go. Alright, here we go. A Bloxorz, a Flash game. Great start for both players. Callback has it, but so does BTS. So yeah, instead of worrying so much about which side of the cube is up, this game is much more about in which ways can I move that will put me offset to the grid. So Callback is completely offset to this hole right now, but yeah, manages to fix himself by like wiggling around the hole a little bit, rolling across sometimes the long side, sometimes the short side. That will make you offset. So BTS will have to arrive at this hole, well, both players now, arrive at this hole from further, like, let me draw, hold on. Why did I make this? Oh, Callback had it! Really? I thought it would be stuck from that. I thought you had to, like, be on these two squares. And then just go like here, and then I'll move there. Maybe that's what Callback did really fast, but I missed it. It was very atmospheric. These blocks, I just assume you're not allowed to stand tall on. You always have to be on two of them at the same time. Just because the level was designed that way. Okay, we're gonna get some music. This Silent Hill aesthetic, kinda. We can still have the clock, clock, clock of the block in the background. And we can switch audio. We have this eerie wind noise in the background, but it's fine. Eerie wind is welcome. What is Super Metroid? Oh, sorry, everyone else. Let's see if Callback can go down by 1. Yeah, manages to do so. And now it's offset from the goal. So I'm curious how this is going to be fixed. No, this is... You're not allowed to be like halfway off the level. Is there a solution to this? Like just in this area there? Because I feel like you gotta go all the way back there and then like maybe here. It's the only place I can think of. No, Callback, you were in the exact same spot again. I think we gotta be here. Callback, stop. Oh, I actually wasn't in the same place. Oh, this will also work because now we were offset. We were like here instead. Look, Callback kind of running away with it. BTS is on... Wait, this is really not far. This is like level 3 or something. And Callback must be on 7-ish? I wish it told you the level number. Right, Callback trying to make it across this bridge here. Again, you're not allowed to have the block partially off the level. Nice solve. Stage 7 for Callback, and I think BTS is on 3? Like, let's think about this. You cannot be halfway off the level, which also means that the only place that you can go to the finish from, like the only direction, is this one for BTS, right? So then the question becomes, how do you get in this position? And I think the only way to get in this position, since we're obviously not coming from the finish, has to be from just rolling from here. So I think this is the goal. Getting right here. And I can draw a cool 3D cube. Hold on. Okay, this is going very wrong already. Let me try again. Okay. Perfect. Then we can get like a... There. This is the goal, I think. Oh, BTS has it. He perfectly fit into my drawing, which solved the level for him. Callback is always fast to the finish, and then never seems to be aligned, and always seems to have some struggle to align himself. Oh, this is just solved, isn't it? Oh, no. Oh, but it's solved anyway. Is it not? Yeah, no, this solved, yeah. Callback? efficiently maneuvering there to move by one space. What? We're 2 blocks now. Now we're 1 block. Stage 9 for callback. The Abyss for BladeTwinSwords. Is this from Shmup? That's Galuda. Alright. Nice solve for callback there. It hasn't really been getting stuck on anything, really. At least not nearly as much as we've seen. Well, maybe the one BTS is on actually right now. Oh, and solves it super fast. That's a big catch-up. Pew, pew, pew. So I like breaking puzzles into smaller pieces, and you can figure out in this one that, in Callback's level, that the circle switch at the bottom, you cannot reach it as the big block. Because that like 1x1 path with the little S in it, it will always be impossible to navigate. Oh, using the teleport from the split block there to align himself. That's pretty cool. But why would you want to remove... Oh, okay, so it's a trap. You don't want to hit the circle. But then, is there a difference between the circle being a circle and just a hole? Like, you can accidentally do it and then you gotta restart the level yourself, haha. But is there a functional difference?
Hey, Maurice.
Hey!
Hey, chap.
Do you think the circle switch on Callback's level... Oh, I got to share my screen. Do you think the circle switch on Callback's level is functionally different from a hole?
I think that the switches are just marking... Like, there's different styles for the number of switches, but when there's only one switch, it always is a circle.
No, I mean... But the switch will remove stuff from the goal of the level, which will make it unsolvable. I think that's the point of the switch, right?
Oh, you think it's an avoid switch?
It is, we know that.
I believe you.
We know that. That's not what my question is about. My question is, if the switch was a hole instead, just a hole, would there be a functional difference in this puzzle?
Maybe.
Okay. Wow,
I don't think anybody...
what a non-answer.
Like, I'm under the impression that nobody understands these puzzles at all, like any rolling puzzle, and it becomes a question of who's able to brute force faster. Or in the case of BTS, if you could just stop falling off the map, that'd be great. I do also think this is like an architectural puzzle where you just gotta look at what the options the game could possibly give you, and then just go to those places. Because, like, for example, on Callback's level, you know that you're gonna have to go around the outside because the outside exists.
Ibu, and no, you cannot run over it twice. Callback tried that immediately. It just tells you, hey, I already removed this floor. I can't do it again.
I feel like we've been in this exact position.
I think we should just work backwards here. But
Yeah,
like,
where do we
want to
where do
be,
we get?
we want to be here, on our long side, like on our short stick end, right? So we can just go in this direction. So we need to be here. So we need to be here. So we need to be here. And since we need to be there, we need to be here. And here. And here. And probably here. And here. So probably here. It's getting crazy.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Callback doesn't have the ability to draw.
Yeah. Inner mistake.
Just
Look,
pull out
look,
the.
he's doing exactly what I drew. Every single step of the way.
And then you know you're gonna need to use the extra area.
Oh
it
yeah,
was
yeah,
extra...
yeah. Well, we know that. That's why it was a kill
Yeah.
switch when you hit the circle. But that's interesting that you can work backwards so far, right? There was a lot
Yeah.
of forced moves there.
I don't think our players are gonna pull out the
Tell it
snipping
Shredder.
tool.
Do you want it on the screen too?
The power? I need to learn how to do it.
It's responsibility. As Batman
I
once
am
said,
capable of having the responsibility.
with great power comes great responsibility.
I don't actually know what I'm looking out for. Oh, this is addictinggames.com. I know it's on... There we go. I know it's on Cool Games Now, which is where we find a lot of these... Usually not Flash. I think we snuck a Flash game in here, but a lot of these old school games. I was surprised by how many people in chat knew this game when we had it revealed. Because this somehow avoided my addicting games.
I
which
knew
is
this game
good.
too. I think I know it from Mystery Tournament.
Goodness, we had a new like community member. I want to say Jojo Oddish is the username, and they were asking about how to like submit a paste bin for a puzzle game, and this is the exact sort of game I thought they were going to be submitting.
I mean, this game is fine. I like this.
Yeah. It's a good MT game. It's just like when you think about like the puzzle games from your childhood that you played in middle school, this is precisely that game. How far behind is BTS at this point?
Quite far. Like 4, 5, 6 levels.
Yeah, you were talking about how stats show the story, and like sometimes I think they easily do. I find that a lot of our players who are right around that like 55 to 60% mark are the sort of players who often like are good at the platformers, and then just as soon as they reach a puzzle game, they have issue. Or vice versa, like your hyper puzzlers who
5 levels.
yeah, they're not necessarily the most balanced. Both players finishing, we do get the stage 8 versus stage 13
Oh.
in what is a 20 stage race.
So in this stage again, the only way to get across this path is to stand here, and we saw Callback go like here then, and then every move will kill you. You can move here and then up here, you're dead, because you're not allowed to stand here, and you're definitely not allowed to stand here either, so the path is definitely up here.
Yeah, and you can see where we need to land because it's the one white space
Oh,
within the orange space.
Oh yeah, at the end. That's probably just part of lining yourself up to the finish. You stand here, go here, and then into the goal.
So if you're working backwards from there... Well, step 1 is how do you get across this bridge that has the 2 oranges, but basically the rectangle is going to touch 3 different spaces.
It shouldn't
So
be
you just
that
need to
hard.
figure out.
Just
Yeah, it's
go
You're gonna be on
here.
You're gonna be on
Then do the same thing.
147. Yeah, you're gonna be on 147, 258, or 369.
Does
and
it
you
not
just need
work?
to figure.
Do you get stuck here then?
Figure out which cycle you're gonna be on.
Oh. Hold on, we go here, right?
Sarah is saying-
there. Oh, rip. I guess we gotta stand here. Which is also possible, so we have to be here, here. This is good, this is good, this is good. Like these are like the good spaces you wanna be in. Yeah, there we go.
And then, yep. And then,
But you cannot make it
think we
across
need
this
to
bridge.
I think we need to probably like. Yeah, why does it exist then?
It
need
could
to
be a
stick-
red herring.
Do we need to stick our toe into it?
I don't think so. There's no
No, that
point
doesn't
in
do anything.
laying here.
Yeah.
It's just a red herring.
Hey. Careful.
And this will kind of work, maybe? Oh, very nice. It's soft.
Perfect.
This,
BTS is
Go
on
back.
the
Go back.
don't touch the circle level.
Go back, go back. Go,
You had it.
go back. Almost.
This is also the sort of game where it definitely feels like the levels could get much harder as you approach the final few levels.
I do remember it actually not getting that hard, which I appreciated when I raced this. What are you avoiding? You could have just gone there. Or do you need to stand on the axis? Like tall.
Neither of us brought the pace bin, we don't know.
That's true. I've got an excuse. I'm busy setting the race up. What do you excuse?
And you were solo. I'm still at work, don't tell anybody.
Oh, that's actually a way better excuse. You need to stand on the axis as simple as Sarah's. Thank you. That explain. I mean, it explains why there's a 3 white platform here. There wouldn't be a need to have that otherwise. Oh, nice.
Come on, BTS, finish it off.
Oh yeah, BTS is at the end.
Yeah. And I'm sure BTS is aware that he's gonna need to use the space that was removed by the circle. And taking an actual moment to stop moving and think, I think, has been crucial to his success. Because earlier he was just rolling around, trying things out, and literally rolling off the level at times.
Yeah, I saw a lot of rolling off the level. That's strat.
We have 5 buttons to press now. But the last time we saw the split,
I mean, it
the
seems like
block-
we have 2 of those that we don't want to hit, so that makes it easier. The question becomes, do we want to hit this one? Is there a way to find out without hitting it? Who knows? Yeah, I guess there has to, because otherwise we can't control this block. Oh no, we can. This looks good. Time to realign yourself a little. Oh, that was fast. Callback.
Yeah, he's starting to count in 3s, and I think that's the real big secret, especially when you have these like 3x3s.
What a fast saw. Picross, hell yeah.
I wouldn't say that Picross is known for its music. But I think you mentioned it. The Rainwave is on a real one recently.
Yeah. Oh. Callback? Is solvable? I feel like this is not big enough of a platform to maneuver. Do we have to separate ourselves first? And then just walk to the finish, yeah. Never mind. quick solve again
Oh.
by Callback onto level 17 now.
Yeah, I think BTS is accelerated, but Callback hasn't slowed down. And if with 17 there isn't that much time, only 4 more levels. Basically, BTS needs a walling level, and I think any level that walls Callback is likely to give BTS trouble too.
That was rude. You gotta reset. You're stuck. Roll off. There we go. So hit this switch, but don't hit this switch.
I would have assumed it would have been the other way around.
Yeah,
Like it looks like the one that you've marked as red is more difficult.
I mean, it's impossible without hitting the yellow. That's the issue here.
Yeah.
Oh, which switch can you hit? That one didn't matter. Oh wait, Oh, we gotta go back now.
Huh.
We now hit this switch, go all the way back and hit both of these switches. Because now we have this platform over here, which means this one being removed is still solvable. Wait, is it solvable? Hold on.
I mean, it has,
can we
this
get
has
back?
to be the solution, so...
Can we get back? Oh yeah, we can get back like that. Now there's plenty of room to line your stuff up with the goal.
And Callback's gotten really good at just desyncing.
Yeah. Moving by one.
Yep. I think this is a good play by Callback, figuring out what the buttons possibly do, because there are, again, like 6 of them.
I hate this. I mean, I guess there's not a... I guess you can't hit any of these. They all remove a bridge, as far as I could tell.
Once you've made the bridge.
Yeah, but I think you just want to hit these two.
So now you need to get yourself aligned with the other button. Yeah.
But you're allowed to hit this one and this one while doing that. Oh, don't hit this one. Well, it's silly, isn't it? Callback going to the finish without hitting this switch. That would just I would just hit this switch. I wouldn't even try to get to the finish right now. Oh, you're...
I've learned how to do the drawing, and that's important. Speed purposes.
We were making bets in the developer channel how long it would take someone to draw faces unrelated to the race. It's been 6 days.
That's actually impressive.
Yeah. Alright, Callback has every bridge up. Just needs to find himself a little better. This good? Ah, this looks perfect. No, this is good. There's enough room at the end to realign yourself.
Gotta use the,
There's
Say
19.
peninsula, but it didn't really stick out.
BTS is on the red herring. Literally.
I think, if you look here versus here, you can see why Callback's winning.
That's a good point.
Does twice as many moves.
Yeah, if you put moves on the board, some of them will be correct. That's how I play chess.
I mean, chess has become like so popular at like low time controls that it does.
Yeah, that's actually
that does
true.
apply.
Just put moves on the board, man. Just check the opponent.
If you're playing old man chess, I'm gonna say that maybe going quickly is
Old man chess.
the
It's not,
antithesis.
I don't think anyone in the candidates is even that old, let alone the actual champion.
Yeah, but like the players in the candidates all like playing at lower time controls anyways, because it avoids them getting ties half as often.
Oh yeah, it's also just more entertaining to watch.
Yeah. Like I think Magnus gave up on classical.
Well, he gave up his title.
Yeah.
But not necessarily because of the time control. You gotta hit the clear button.
Callback's level looks suspiciously simple
Yeah,
for being
that's a
like
bad
level
sign.
19.
Oh, but here we go. We'll need to use something else. Oh, but can't actually go back. But there's no moves. Oh, there is. Oh, you just no. Call back. Go back. Hold on. Go left. Call back. Call back. You were one move away. There we go. Why do it easy when you can do it in like 20 moves?
I don't like the splitter.
Yeah, me neither. It's also another, like, what will happen because you don't know where your clone will spawn.
Oh, not dissimilar from the It's Monsters game, where you open the bag and then find out that, oh, the monster comes to your face.
Yeah, a puzzle game should be clear in, like, the whole execution. What will happen if I do X thing? That's why Portal has those lines, you know, from the button to the door or whatever. So you know, this button activates this door. So it's another dodge the switches level. Dodge this one, dodge that one, dodge this one especially.
It feels like what they should have done is just make the fourth switch an X. Just the other shape that they have in their arsenal.
The X behaves differently. You need to stand on the X.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah,
Color coding?
You want to be here. I mean, I think it's actually part of the intended gameplay that you gotta figure this out.
BTS has fallen for the same trap.
I think this is very chill. What is this? I've never even heard of this game. Chat, what do you think this music is? Whoever gets it gets a point.
I'm gonna say that my Silent Hill guess that I spam it every time the VGM is not good.
It's so crazy how even after you have seen Silent Hill 2 music being weird, you get a song that you're like, yeah, this is not Silent Hill, and then it is. Always Silent Hill.
The one that got me is the dog ending. I went, okay, anything and everything is now Silent Hill. But specifically 2. I don't know enough about Silent Hill 3 or the original to know why specifically Silent Hill 2.
Oh, Callback almost has it. Couldn't get on the switch there. This will work. Left, left, down, down. Oh, that won't work. Never mind. But Callback knows how to rearrange themselves. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Not just ignore all these switches. I assume we have to hit the teleporter now. The split plus teleporter. Combo deal. The game was Fliff, in case anyone...
This song's much more familiar.
But it's not as good. Controversial opinion.
This is Mirror Beat Pokemon.
This is Pokemon Laughing Face.
Yep.
Oh, this is solved. Easy, easy, easy. Move the other one into position first. Yeah. Yeah, this is it.
Callback, just a classy showing. Like, learned the mechanics, which I think you can get through this whole game without really, like, understanding how to align yourself through brute force, but was also the player who was moving a lot more. So they learned the mechanics quickly. I think BTS has like gotten to more or less the same speed that Callback's at, but just took a lot longer to get through the game and learn the game. Really good stuff.
Callback,
Well-
you're getting high praise from Quant Noob right now.
Oh, really?
Callback, first question for you. Were you like excited when you got what looked like a puzzle game?
I really do like puzzle games. They're very fun. Although the mechanics of this one were a little tough to wrap my head around. I noticed I was kind of circling the train a bunch on some of the level exits.
Yeah, you seem to get a good grasp of it. Is there like a certain like level where you're like you started feeling confident about your ability to align yourself?
Not in particular. It was more just trying to stay aware of how much room I had and basically just use the level layout, kind of assume nothing's a red herring, so if something exists, it's probably useful to the solution, and that kind of worked out in this case.
Yeah, the game is very... There was this one stage with all of those red tiles, where there was one red herring where it was like, oh, you could go to the finish here, but it's like a 3-long bridge, so it's impossible to be long across all of it. But that, I feel like that was the only case there was ever a red herring like that.
Yeah, and then with the buttons, they don't exactly say what they do, so I made sure to test them all out first, so I could see what goes to what, and then try to figure out, okay, which one is to press, which one's to avoid, and work around that.
You seem as good of a person to ask as anybody. Did the paste bin say that you how the X's and O's worked?
The paste bin did not, but when clicking Start Game, it gives you a few boxes of explanation of each of the mechanics. So the paste bin did mention to read through that first.
Good stuff. Ew, reading inside of a game is such a risky thing for the paste bin to trust you to do.
I mean, at least it said to do that before starting, so part of setup.
Because that's like double stacked reading. Like you have to read the paste bin, and then you have to read that the paste bin tells you to read in the game, and then also read in the game. There's twice as many opportunities for failure.
It's true.
We were looking at your stats. You were 3 and 4. You're now back to being a 500 level MT racer, and moving on into winners.
Oh, thank you.
Do you know who you're potentially lined up against?
Yes, I think that was decided yesterday. Let me just double check the bracket there.
Me not doing
Winner
my job.
3 is Yuge.
That's another one where it's gonna be similarly like two quality players. Are you still in like the I want another puzzle game no matter what mode, or is there like a particular genre that you're looking forward to if you can potentially draw it in MT?
I mean, I know I'm definitely not the best here at puzzles, but puzzles are definitely a favorite of mine. But I'm happy to play anything. You know, I joined a bunch of practice games yesterday, did pretty well in all of them, so you know, fairly comfortable to jump genres if need be.
Has there been like a favorite game that you've joined the race in? Any of the races you really enjoyed?
Favorite. That is
Oh.
good question.
I'm only asking because like I've submitted a decent amount of what's already shown up, and there's a small
Honestly,
chance.
as far as yesterday goes, I joined in on Umbrella Blade, and that was pretty fun.
That game, were you constantly holding the umbrella up? Because that's the desire that I wanted from our racers, was
Only in
pretend
certain
it's
stages.
BTS has been making decent speed here while we've been chatting with you. They're on the level where you had to go avoid the X's, then come back and then press the X. And it
Well, it
looks
wasn't-
like they're gonna get there.
Oh, that one. Yeah. The one
It-
where it closes the one but opens the other.
BTS went down here and used this
Oh,
platform to realign himself by one tile without pressing the switch. And then went back to try to get to the finish, which still didn't work because you need to hit the switch.
Yeah, you can erase that drawing. It was not our best work.
What?
You want to draw it again? It ended up being somewhat phallic.
I wasn't looking.
it's nice to see like how quickly you can go when you're just having to recreate your previous solution. BTS is
Yeah, that was a fortunate part of this as well. Like once you've solved it once, and you just make a mistake or something, repeating the moves is not too slow.
yeah. I think you got a little bit of an early lead because BTS was just falling off the map more often than you were, but.
Yeah, I did that a couple times. I know. I mean, generally, just in this case, just take it slow and don't. Of course, in the early levels, like trying to learn that you can't be on only one tile when you're laying down. You got to learn that first. But yeah, no, this was pretty fun.
Good to hear. That's I think Polari was the one who submitted this. That's always what you want to hear as a submitter is pretty fun, and or at least the people enjoyed watching it. A lot of the games that I submit get one of the two, but I think as a spectator, I enjoyed some nostalgic middle school Flash game level gameplay. I can do it too.
It's too late now. It's been pressed.
Sorry, don't do it. Go this way. See your race button, Maurice. You need to go here. So you need to go here, which means you need to go here.
Yeah, one thing was trying to think of the tiles in sets of threes so that
He didn't go where you said.
where you're going to be standing up and where
Yeah,
you're laying down.
he went forwards, which I think is a generally good idea.
Crazy new strat found.
Yeah, I liked what you did at the beginning of this level callback, where you went and pressed all the buttons and went, those were all red. I don't want red. And quickly learned that lesson.
Yeah, two on the outside handle the outer bridges, and the one in the middle handles the middle bridge.
Yeah. But again, it's gonna be one, so you gotta get here. If you gotta get here, then you probably need to get here. You need to get here.
There now.
No, well, sorry.
Not here.
Here.
Yeah.
Means you probably need to get here, which means I don't know. This game's too hard. I think Callback, me and Maurice, when we watch a puzzle game, we're often like a few moments right before somebody solves the puzzle. Today you were keeping pace, if not keeping ahead. A good job to you. Maurice, this is the only game for this evening, correct?
This is the last game.
It just looks like you can like roll over and press the X. I obviously know you can't, but it's just hanging out there, and I want to just hit the button.
At this point in the level, the outer ones are perfectly okay to press. You kind of have to get to the second switch, and that's when they become off limits.
And now none of the switches are allowed anymore.
The middle switch is okay, because you can go and press the first one again.
I guess, yeah.
You're gonna have to figure that out in order to turn around and hit this X.
That one's not okay.
Yeah, that one's not okay.
You have reverted majority of the work that you did. No,
And
all of the
now
work
it's
you
all
did.
gone.
Now it's even more.
What was the design choice here to make this block look as rusty and generally disgusting as they could?
I mean, this era of Flash games, who really knows?
Oh no, I do like the the one color of red background that never changes. Maybe, I mean, this is only level 20. Maybe it changes, but I always associate when you get like this background color, you're near the end of a game.
I mean, the game has sound, but it's just this like ominous like whooshing noise.
Yeah, the whole game is played in like a hellscape, and I don't understand why.
Why?
No, no.
This is fine. Now just
That's the spot figured out, and then keeps pressing these switches. Which one is fine? The middle one or the sides?
The middle one's fine right now. He's gonna need to
Yeah.
basically. He needs to go down one more, which means he needs to go up two. So if he goes up two over the middle one, then he'll be oriented correctly to land on that X. There you go. Yeah. He just needs to realize it's okay to roll over the middle switch to get there.
yeah, you did
Oh.
really well to figure that out, because I don't disagree with BTS's gameplay of this is probably the easiest level to wall on, because it teaches you a lesson, don't touch these switches, and then reverts the lesson in a way that isn't like this is your only option. This should be that looks good.
Needs to use this extra platform that the X provided to lie flat. Yeah, like this. Then whatever you do, do not roll off the level.
And you know that you need to get onto this because
It's just 3 moves now.
Yeah, exactly. This is the level that I mentioned that it scared me because it looked too easy.
Yeah, that little bypass in the top was the one that I wasn't quite sure what to do, but I knew it had to have a purpose, so I tried using it to see what it could do for me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and coin the term architectural puzzle. These sort of puzzles where the mechanics of moving around aren't that important. You just need to look at what the puzzle is giving you and assume that you have to go to everywhere in the puzzle and then figure out, then based off the mechanics, how you would do that. Because trying to figure out, like, it was the same thing with the odd monsters looking game. Trying to figure out which way the guys would turn 90 degrees, or trying to figure out how this block moves around the map is too much for me to at least verbalize. But you know that you need to go to the peninsula because it exists.
Well, the good thing with the monster one is the control scheme was, you face a direction and it shows you where all the monsters are going to move, and then you input to confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think BTS is getting about to the same number of moves that you had, Callback.
Why did he
You kept it-
specifically disable the bridge? Stop. Stop.
There you go. Do we have to revert all the way back to...
Oh, no. BladeTwin, you just went back. Yeah, like this. This is something new at least. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
And then Callback did like 20 extra moves there, but BTS doesn't have time for that.
Time to learn which one of these buttons you actually want to press and which ones you want to just desperately avoid. That was a desperately avoid. And that was a desperately avoid. Congratulations, you learned the info. Like, you can see that BTS is
One thing I didn't do was check to see
much-
where the teleporter puts you early, but I kind of figured that the buttons would want you to solve something before doing that.
I mean, it's gonna be either this island or...
The
it's
top
gonna
right island was too fishy to not be a teleport
it's
destination.
just gonna be that island. Yeah, this is not a level that you want to be restarting from the beginning on, because this first part, even if he gets a full grasp of it, is still just a lot of moves. Is this Persona, Maurice, or do I just assume that anything that has this this vibe is Persona incorrectly?
Let's see if chat knows. Is this Persona? Is this giving chat major Persona vibes? Oh, Captain Rick saying don't think so. That one guy doesn't know.
I feel like I'm like a 25th percentile. Ooh, let's go Fiokin.
Woken saying it is. FFO is getting major Persona vibes. Even real Persona vibes, and the last three people are indeed correct. This is Persona 5.
Yes.
Alright, this is basically solved. Like, this was the state where we were like, oh, it's over. You know, in puzzle games, there's always that one moment where, oh, the race is over. And this is it. As soon as BTS figures out you can switch the block. Alright, don't combine yourself, please.
And now you have to redo the part of the puzzle that you only kind of understood. No, I know you fully understand.
I don't know why the bridge fell, but it was really funny.
Because it recombined when he's already on the switch. I didn't even know that happened.
So it represses the switch immediately, or what?
Apparently, because it switches from the single block to the double, it counts as a new block hitting it.
Yeah, that's
I don't
weird.
know.
That feels like bad programming, if anything.
I'm curious, Maurice, who do you think, if they just had to play the game again, who do you think would win the second race?
This is not important.
I know, right? But like,
I do not need to think who would win that
BTS
race.
like, BTS is like got movement, Like he's able
BTS
to
is
recreate-
moving really fast when he falls off these platforms.
and then falls off, and I'm like, we should have more races where you have to beat a puzzle game twice.
A great idea.
Once to do the puzzle, and then once to like just be able to get through it again.
BTS had this 5 times already. Already just had it and then moved away from the solution. No, one further down.
Yeah. And you got these 3x3s.
Here!
And it's this one you need. But he had the full option, and he's chosen the other two recently. There you go. No. You had it. Please. Okay.
This is wild.
Okay. The glycogen has run out. BTS is...
The block puzzle juice is out, I think.
We're about that time. I feel like when I'm like doing testing for puzzle games, and I see the clock hit about 50 minutes, I'm like, this game needs to be over now, or I'm never beating it. In a way that is like anything close to what it would look like in a race.
By the way, Callback, we do not want to keep you hostage. You're free to stay, but if you do want to leave, you may. We thank you for being here, but you may stay. To be clear. All right.
Yeah, no, this is. Yeah, I don't mind. So this was a fun time.
For reference, I think you finished around 1900 moves.
It was around like 1940 or so. Yeah.
We figured out that the moves reset when you die, so that it actually doesn't mean as much as we thought.
Yeah, GoVT saying post-race clarity is going to hit hard with this game. I don't think it is. I don't think BTS is going to think about this game ever again as soon as he's done with it.
Yes, come on. Press the switch with the other block. And then move the other block back into the one move away from the goal position. Do not switch. Do not... Down? No? No?
No.
No?
No.
No?
No.
I mean, maybe actually yes. I think this is enough room to navigate.
Thank you.
But this works. But this works. But good job.
Stage 21, baby. That's a finish.
But done with the time of 54:34.
I'm curious if BTS enjoyed this game. My instinct is it's gonna be a soft no.
We have this heroic music from Guitar Man to commemorate the finish of this race.
That does feel like something that you would do, is just have a song to put on at the end of a race.
Oh, we do have a song. This one. Coming up tomorrow. Hopscotch 007 versus Freeball at 5 PM. 3 hours after that, Lon TTR versus Zenek. And that's all we have tomorrow. Days after that, Hazel Shade versus Bio Kirby, Jojo The Oddish versus Der Dash, and Parasite Steve versus Rotate. I hope you'll be here. We will be here. I hope you find happiness in life as well. Everyone needs that. If you do want to get notified when these races go live, you can follow the channel, you can get yourself the gift game role to get notified of any race starting. You can also get the role that notifies you when the stream is starting, it's basically the same thing. Or you can just always leave the stream open.
Yeah, we start off streams with like a suspiciously high number of people. And I love this sort of season, just it's a holiday season, there's already things going on. And just being able to pull up the stream and sometimes join in commentary. Thank you for having me, Maurice. Callback, thank you for joining us there for both the interview and afterwards. Do we know if we're getting BTS in it at all? Did he run away?
I mean, he didn't reply to the interview question. Ever.
BTS saying after finishing, "Help, my brain doesn't work, Lamau," which, me too, buddy, me too.
An unfortunate infliction that we suffer from. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. We will be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern.